So we are here with Alannah Moar. Can you tell us a little bit more about you, please?
I am a singer-songwriter from all over the place, but my family's based in Orkney, and I'm going to be moving to Aberdeen, which is wild.
Very nice.
And yeah, I know. All very exciting and new. And I don't know say where I'm going. I write music that's sort of inspired by Fleetwood Mac and like sort of folky stuff, but also has like hooks and stuff in it. So I like a good harmony. I like a good hook.
Me too.
Yeah, who doesn't like a hook?
I know, exactly. Okay, so out of all the songs that you've ever written, what one has the most meaning to you?
I think it's probably my song Hoy.
Okay.
First of all, because like obviously Hoy is like an Arcadian island and things.
Mhm.
It's like it was written about quite a specific personal thing for me.
Okay.
But I think also it's like one of the first songs that I wrote that really felt like me. Like I've written songs that like felt like me at certain points, but I feel like that's one that's I wrote and it sort of stuck with me, and it was sort of like a glimpse into who I was going to become, if
Like
that makes sense. Like,
yeah, like a defining moment.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
a defining moment in what my sound was going to be and how I wanted to write and yeah, who I wanted to be.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So lockdown's been really tough for everyone, but have there been any moments that you've found beneficial during this time for you as an artist?
I mean, they're few and far between. I've not had the best lockdown experience, but I do think it's good that I've been, because I've spent uni sort of like amassing songs and sort of writing things and getting them half finished and not really completing them, getting them finished enough for deadlines and not doing anything more with them.
Yeah.
And I think I've had massive writer's block since COVID, and I don't know whether that's stress related or if it's just because I mean it comes and goes in waves. But it means that I've been coming back to a lot of the stuff that I sort of started, and I've been picking away at it, and I have the intention of going through everything again and finishing it off and making it what it's supposed to be. And I think that's it's been really beneficial, and also I think it's sort of confirmed for me that I work best with people.
Yeah.
I always kind of thought of myself as like a kind of bedroom artist who worked with people, but I think I like working with people is the key part for me now.
Yeah.
And I think being away from people has kind of confirmed that for me.
Yeah. You mentioned that you'd got writer's block. Like, is there anything that you've worked on that's kind of helped with that? Like any wee tricks or anything, or has it all just been just whenever it goes away?
I think trying is all you can really do, and obviously the more you try, eventually something's going to get through. But I think also just learning to sort of sit with it. Like I mean, it does come and go in waves. And I've had periods of writer's block before, and then I've had periods of writing lots of stuff in one go. And I think just sort of not trying to force anything, sort of like going through the motions, holding on to the little bits of things that I find that when I'm in writer's block, I often start stuff, but I'm not sure what to do with it or where it goes, but just holding on to it and sort of just trusting that at some point I'm going to know what to do with it, and at some point it'll develop, and just not getting angry that the point isn't now. Yeah.
That's good. That's definitely a good way to handle it. I know loads of people can't handle writer's block and they just get so annoyed that they've not been able to do anything. They just kind of, like, I've known people just to chuck it completely, and I'm like, well, it'll come and go, and you'll finally, it's just all about being patient with it and just finding what works for you.
Yeah, it's definitely a lesson. It's a process. It's, I say it like it's really easy. It's obviously really hard, and you've got to. But it's definitely just sort of. I heard like Nina Nesbitt or something saying that like it's like writing is a bit like having a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably shit. So I'm kind of like, if it's good enough for someone at that level, it's good enough for everyone, I guess.
Quite like that analogy for songwriter's block. That's quite a good one. So in your opinion, have you found the Scottish music scene supportive and inclusive?
Oh yeah, like I especially like the girl side of it. So like I'm part of Popgirlz, and the whole space there is just really, really lovely, and everyone's posting about what they're doing and everyone's keeping tabs on what everyone else is doing. And it's just so lovely to see it being celebrated, because I have, like, I mean, occasionally you go to spaces and it feels a bit like a competition, even when there's nothing to be won. But I found that space especially is really nice. And I also find that everybody, like, so when I was starting out in sort of Aberdeenshire and stuff, there's a lot of people there who were really keen to give me support slots and keen to help me out.
That's good.
And yeah, it's such a lovely, like the open mics and Johnshaven, like that whole, like, community was really, really helpful, even though I was, like, so much younger, like, just I was a child and they were all adults. But yeah, I think overall I've had a really, really good supportive experience in the music scene here.
That's really good. I know a lot of people aren't as lucky, but that's good that you've found it very inclusive and supportive. So, at the moment, are there any artists that have caught your eye that are coming out of Scotland? Anyone that you're keeping tabs on?
Yeah, so, I mean, this is obvious because, like, Bethy and I went through uni together, but obviously Berta Kennedy, who is doing so well right now. I feel like a proud mum. It's like we both started university not knowing how to record anything, and we've sort of, I've seen her go and she's taking off. It was really, really lovely.
Yeah, she's done well.
But going for someone I don't know personally, I really, really like Katie Gregson MacLeod at the minute. I think it's really quite exciting what she's doing, and it's just totally up my street. It's totally my thing. Like hooks and harmonies, I'm quite happy. So I think, yeah, those two are the two that I'm really, really digging at the minute.
Yeah, perfect. I'll definitely go and check it. What was the last one?
Katie Gregson MacLeod.
Katie Gregson MacLeod. I'll definitely go and check her out. I can't speak today. So, have you got anything exciting in the works that you can talk about, or is it all pretty hush-hush?
Well, I do have my second single. How quiet can we go? I don't know. No, I hate ASMR. I shouldn't do that. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, I've got my second single is Better Left Unsaid. Well, it's technically my third. My second this year is coming out on the 25th of... Well, it will have come out, won't it?
Yes,
because you guys literally went through a whole spiel about how this would be coming out after the single. My single It's Better Left Unsaid is released on all streaming platforms as of now. Very exciting. And I'm planning to release, I'm hoping to release one more before the year's out. And yeah, just sort of, I've got a gig in the Blue Lamp in Aberdeen on the 12th of November, but it's all I've got at the minute, but I'm hoping to fill next year with lots of gigging, and I'm hoping to be working through all of my sort of older music and getting up to standard and getting up to scratch, and I'm hoping that next year is going to be very busy.
Sorry, I forgot to put my phone on silent.
It's okay, we've all been there.
Very professional of me. Yeah, perfect. We'll definitely be keeping an eye out for any shows and stuff that you've got coming up. It'd be great to see you live.
It'd be great to see you guys there.
So finally, where can people find you and your music?
I'm on all of the socials, even TikTok, although I'm not very active on TikTok. But yeah, I'm most active on Instagram, so if you want to keep tabs on what I'm doing, that's probably the best place. And obviously...
what's your tag, just so people can find you?
Alannah Moar, so ALLAMAMOAR.
Okay.
I've got a nice, really easy name to spell. As a musician, it's really helpful getting the name out there. And then obviously my Twitter is just my name with no gaps, and my Facebook is the same. And then obviously I'm on like Spotify and Apple Music and things like that as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. It has been lovely chatting to you.
Thanks for having me.